P. Diddy, Will Smith. Hold on. Now we're fucked. Diddy, I can confirm. Okay, so let's see what Diddy's doing. Diddy did it. Hold on, get out of here, cat. Oh god damn it, get out of here. Will Smith and Chris Rock made amends after the now infamous slap. Page 6 can exclusively reveal. Sean Diddy Combs confirmed at Vanity Fair Oscars Bash Sunday night that the duo let bygones be bygones after Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's bald head. It's alopecia! It's not cancer or anything. It's alopecia. It sucks. But is it worth getting slapped over because you made a simple joke? I don't know. I find it really weird that people are condoning the violence. It's like people are like, my man better step up for me like that. And it's like, yo, no, like, I'm not going to, not that I won't stand up for my wife, okay? If someone is sitting there shitting on my wife, I'm going to talk shit too. But unless they're putting hands or walking at us aggressively, I'm not going to slap somebody. We're just going to leave the situation because you don't know what this person is capable of. You don't know what the other person is capable of. You don't know if they have weapons. You don't know anything. And if someone is brazen enough to shit talk your wife right in front of you, especially if it's in a malicious way, this dude was just making a joke. But if this was a malicious way, you know, like, we would definitely remove ourselves from the situation, and because we're not going to get violent unless they come towards us or try to put their hands on us and get in our space, because that's different. But if they're just shit talking, I'm sorry, honey. I hope you don't feel the same, or I hope you don't feel different. I'm imagining she doesn't. Listen, let me tell you the last time I stood up for my wife because someone was shit talking her. I got my ass fucking stomped. I chipped my tooth, okay? Like my perfect front teeth. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. I was chipped. We were at a party. I was drinking. I was also on mushrooms. And these, you know, like, it was my fault. I started it. Like, I ran my mouth. I was talking shit about their kids being at this adult party with a pool at it. Everybody was drinking liquor, and there's this tiny baby running around the pool. And I made a comment. I shouldn't have said shit. Should have just let that baby drown in the fucking pool. Okay, like, whatever. It's just, it was, I shouldn't have said shit. I was running my mouth, and it was stupid. He wasn't standing up for me. He was talking, man. No, I was, because he got in your face and was like, fuck you, bitch, and was doing all this shit. And you were standing in front of him and he was yelling at you, putting his finger in your face. And I was like, fuck this. That's why I got up. That's not why I got up and started swinging, because he started talking shit to you. That's why I did it. Otherwise, I would have just let go. Honestly, I should have just apologized, and I should have just made it right. Nothing should have happened. But me and my nephew ended up getting our asses kicked because I was fucking hammered. I'm not much of a fighter. And I don't know when to stop running my mouth as well. So, like, I can't even tell you what, well, I can. It was him and his boy. And so, like, I was eating a rib or something, and I remember putting my plate down, and I sort of just get up, and then I just try to swing like a fucking oaf, and dude just like, bah, 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 bah. And then I grab him by his collar, and he's just like, oh, great, you're like holding in place. So I go, huh, huh, huh. That's what he's doing to me. I don't think I landed one punch. It was sad and pathetic. I was drunk off my ass. Like, this is why I don't drink, right? I don't do that anymore, because I run my mouth, I get myself in shitty situations, and I can't back it up, you know, like, which is a detriment to myself, which I should know how to defend myself. I was a green belt in Taekwondo at one time, but that's all gone. So in any case, like, you know, you don't run your mouth in those situations, and that's what I was doing. And so, like, dude got me down, and he was starting to walk away, and I would just be like, hey, fuck you, bitch. And then he would be like, what the fuck? So he'd come back, and he would hit me some more, and then he would walk away, and I was like, you and him suck each other's dicks. So he comes back and starts fucking me up again. And then he loses his phone. And so my small win of the night was that he lost his phone and I threw it in the fucking pool. And I hope he had to pay for another one. Really, the thing to do would have probably just like, because I'm a big dude and he was short, all I would have had to do is like tackle him into the pool and probably watch him drown. And I'll stop there. You didn't go home? No, we stayed. They left. And I just stayed and drank more liquor until I passed out and woke up again. Yeah. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. This sounds like something out of a movie. Well, yeah. When I'm drinking, fucking chaos ensues. Well, P. Diddy would know about slapping people because he attempted to slap J. Cole. Maybe there's a secret black slab society in the rap community and Will Smith was due his retirement fund. Listen, I'm not mistelling the story. It was because he was talking shit to Reina, but it was also because but it all started because of me. So, shit on my face. Let's get back to this article. So, Sean Diddy Combs conferred at Vanity Fair Oscars Bash Sunday night that the duo let bygones be bygones after Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's bald head during the award ceremony. That's not a problem. That's over. I can confirm that Diddy, 52, told us of the beef without elaborating on further details of how Smith, 53, and Rock, 57, had reconciled. And these motherfuckers are in their 50s just smacking the shit out of each other. It's all love, he added. They're brothers. Hours before the olive branch, a source told Page 6 exclusively that the duo had arranged to work out their issues after the Academy Awards, during which the King Richard star apologized to everyone except Rock while accepting his Best Actor award. I want to apologize to Academy. I want to apologize to my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine a light on all the people. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Following the Wild Awards show, Smith attended the Vanity Fair Bash with his family, and no, thank you. Get out of here, Page 6. Vanity Bash with his family and danced the night away. How awkward. Clearly unfazed by the drama that had arisen hours earlier, the former Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star was seen dancing and rapping along to his 90s hit Summertime. Oh my God. Of course he was. Of course he does. I wonder if Rock got a free slap on Will. That's how they got over it. He's like, all right. Just stand still, you fucking motherfucker. Red Table Talk co-host Pinkett Smith, 50, was by Smith's side moving and grooving with their children, Jaden, 23, and Willow, 21. DJ D Nice shouted out the mic, congratulations to Will Smith, and lauded the movie star as close friend of his. Meanwhile, many attendees at the live event told us they had initially thought the slap was a stunt and only realized it was genuine when Smith yelled out to the comedian, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Pinkett Smith has been open about her struggle with alopecia, a condition characterized by rapid hair loss. She shaved her head last summer. So listen, I know it's shitty. She's a lady and she's losing her hair, and that's never good. You know, society is cruel. But it's not fucking cancer. It's not AIDS. You know? It's not even coronavirus, okay? It's fucking alopecia. I stand by Chris Rock. That joke was a subpar joke, but still, I stand by his right to say it without being slapped in the fucking face. I don't know if it's just me who is being weird, but I would have punched and not slapped. Slapping seems so half-assed. And then cry right afterwards. Oh, God. You know, like, I don't know. It's a legal thing. Yeah, it might be a legal thing. But it's still, I'm with you, Morby. I'm with you. Although I mean, again, I don't condone it. But if you're gonna do it, closed fist, hard, yeah, that is different, isn't it? Isn't it, that is different? It's like a slap versus punch, court of law. A slapping someone less of a criminal offense than is slapping someone. Is slap an assault? Yeah, I think it is still an assault. Misdemeanor assault penalties. All right, let's just see what this says. Misdemeanor assaults, least serious battery crime, blah, 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 blah. Physical contact. In states where assault involves physical contact. Okay, hold on. Let's go to Reddit because or no, Quora. Let's go to Quora because they have all the answers. An assault is an act of inflicting physical harm or unwanted physical contact upon a person, or in some specific legal definitions, a threat to attempt to commit such an action. Therefore, slap or punch is still an assault. That makes sense. That's what I'm saying. I'm calling for more magical Morby for. Let's go. Let's go. Call her Morby. Okay. All things being equal, they are both assaults. In Canada, Canada's crazy, so we gotta go. If the punch is relatively light, then you would be charged under S266 of the Criminal Code common assault, the same as you would for a slap. So the criminal offense would be the same. If, however, you broke someone's nose with a punch, you could be charged under 267B, assault causing bodily harm, which is more serious criminal offense. If you actually broke a person's jaw, resulting in surgery or ongoing complications, you might be charged with aggressive assault, aggravated assault, and even more serious criminal offense. It's technically the same. So it is technically the same. But but with the force he was going with a closed fist, I feel like that would have left like quite a mark on Rock's face. So, yeah, I just think people rarely press charges for a slap. So technically maybe same, but I feel people would be all over Rock if he pressed charges for a slap. Well, it's already been confirmed that Chris Rock declines to file a police report after Will Smith's slap at the Oscar, LAPD says. The Los Angeles Police Department confirms to Variety that Chris Rock has declined to file a police report following an altercation with Will Smith at the 94th Academy Awards. Smith took to the stage during the 2022 Oscars and slapped Rock after the comedian made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. We know that. A full statement from the Los Angeles Police Department reads, LAPD investigative entities are aware of an incident between two individuals during the Academy Awards program. The incident involved one individual slapping another. The individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative report. While presenting, we know what happened. We know what happened. In between the slap and his Best Actor win, Smith met with Denzel Washington, the Glory and Training Day Oscar winner, offered him the following advice: at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you. And that's what we saw in that where Tyler Perry was dusting off his shoulders and shit. But if he had punched him, I bet he would have been maybe pressed charges. Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, if he would have like busted his nose or some shit, could you imagine if he just came up like, rah, just like went straight through his face? Now that's good entertainment, son. I think that they probably both would have been throwing fists at that point. I love our new table because it has a little cup holder that's off of the table. It's like connected underneath the table and it's off the table. So even if you can't spill it all over your shit, He's about to make a fat killing on Netflix specials. Let's just put another pegboard for his bank account. Yeah, for sure. Chris Rock is definitely going to come out on top on this one. Although Will Smith is the one who's trending on Twitter. I always love reading tweets. The comments are always just ridiculous on Twitter because Twitter is just a fucking ridiculous place. Let's read a little bit and then we'll move on to our next story. I mean, the guy did make a joke about his wife's sickness. Don't get me wrong, it's not right to lay hands on someone, but Chris was still wrong for that. Was he wrong? I don't know. I don't think so. In this industry, you have to be able to take abuse. He's making it sound like he took the punch/slap dudes on some sort of ride. Yeah, I would agree with Derek Larson, whoever that is. I'm being called on to love people and protect people. He put the slap up. Yeah, I think both will be fine. Some say Will be canceled over this, but I don't see that. He could just produce shit and not act. Will's gonna be fine. He's rich as fuck. Chris Rock's gonna be fine. There are talks in regards to maybe. Sorry, I didn't sleep worth shit. There are talks into maybe him getting his Oscar taken away. So I have read some reports that they might take his Oscar away, which I don't agree with. But I mean, especially if they're homies and they're still cool and they made up and kissed or whatever. Great, awesome. It's just I just don't agree with what he did. I just don't think that it's appropriate to slap the shit out of somebody for making a joke at the Oscars, like, I mean, look, he could have just did that shit after, right? Outside. But no, he had to make it a fucking point. I didn't even know Chris Rock besides from his name until today. Really? Wow, Chris Rock is a really funny comedian. That's like, well, I guess I get that. I get that though. Why you wouldn't know who he was? That slap is such a meme already. I see it everywhere. I read that, but then why even give it to him? Because I think everybody was in shock. I think they would have been like, what are they going to be like last minute? It's like, fuck that guy. Scrap it. Scrap Best Actor award. That's like one of the biggest awards of the night. That's what everyone's waiting for. They don't care about like daytime or I'm sorry, fucking, like independent foreign film music for a commercial in fucking, South Florida. It's like they people are there for the fucking the big banana, right? Best movie, best director, best actor, best actress, like these are the ones. Everything else goes the dick. Who cares? And besides, I wonder what the ratings was for this one. I wonder if there was any ratings up. Ratings for Oscars. There's about 13 million viewers. That's what they're saying. About 13 million viewers, or 13.73 million viewers on ABC. What were they in 2021? 10. So they got up. How about in 20? Did they? I don't even think they had it. 1.9 rating. It was a 64%. Well, this was, yeah. The key demographic, 23.6 million viewers per time zone. No, the Oscars rating plummet 58% compared to last year. So right here. So this highlighted bit right here. So that's interesting. So they're on their way back up. For comparison, last year's ceremony generated 5.3 rating in the key demographic and 23.6 million viewers per the night's time zone adjusted fast national chart. So even though since 2019, they're slowly coming back. So it was 10 million and then it was 13 million. So last year was 10 million. This year was 13 or almost 14 million. compared to 2019, which was 23.6 million viewers. So they're already, I mean, that's pretty good. What what is like CNN's best, highest rated shows, like only in the hundreds of thousands, so like it's not bad for for ABC, which is the non-cable show. So anybody with an antenna could watch it. So, not too bad, not too shabby, I guess, but still, I mean, those replays on YouTube are gonna go somewhere. How about they just do one for the culture and give it to Spike Lee because they owe him mad use? Well, I thought this was what this one was. Wasn't the producer an African American gentleman? I thought that was the whole idea, that they were bringing a lot more diversity to the Oscars this year. That was like the whole thing. I'm not sure though. Oh shit. We never did the Baby Yoda. All right, before we move on to our next story, let's bring on Baby Yoda. Hold on. Baby Yoda. Are you there, Baby Yoda? I'm sorry you didn't get to talk to Jason. Okay, we're still waiting for Baby Yoda. He's gonna get here, folks. He's gonna get here. Baby Yoda will be here. Live and direct. Baby Yoda!
Yes, I'm here.
Where's... There you are!
Hi.
Hey. How you doing, bud?
Not bad. I actually just came to Earth.
You just came to Earth? How's space school going?
Not terrible.
Are you almost done?
I'm only on space math.
Space.
Which actually I'm only in second grade and I'm learning fractions.
You're learning space fractions?
Yeah, which is a lot more complicated than Earth fractions.
I can imagine. What
Our technology is very more advanced.
I can
than
imagine.
Human technology. You know how you guys have to like use your guys' fingers to do everything?
Yes.
Well, in this place, all we gotta do is use our minds.
Oh, so space fractions you just solve with your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pretty much every electronical thing, all you got is like a hologram. So all you gotta do is like, boom, boom, boom.
Morby says, "Oh yeah, like each planet has so many fractions."
Anybody have any questions for me?
Anybody have any questions for Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda, I will ask you a question. What did you think of Will Smith smacking that comedian for making fun of his wife? What's your opinion on that?
That's a good person. Like,
you think standing up for your wife was the right thing to do?
yes.
Even if it is in front of an award show by a comedian who's just making a joke?
Yes.
There you go. Baby Yoda says smack the shit out of him.
That comedian deserves to have that smack.
Fair enough. Do you like Will Smith? Are you aware of Will Smith? Do you know who Will Smith is?
Well, my mom reads books of him, but they're very rare since they were made on Earth. So it takes a long time to get them because they have to be shipped here.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're not too familiar with Will Smith then?
No.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Do you think that the comedian should apologize?
Yes, the comedian should apologize.
Oh, Morby has a question. Does Amazon Prime Space deliver the books? Does Amazon Prime deliver space or deliver in space, books in space?
Well, I know that humans on Earth have this thing called Amazon. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
So, of what I know, it's a delivery thing. Am
Yeah.
I correct?
Yes, you are.
So,
you are correct.
For here, we actually use like these little phones. Like there's a phone created just to search on, just to buy things online.
Oh, so you guys?
It's basically like the technology of a iPhone 12.
Not even a 13. I thought you guys had advanced technology.
Yeah, but since we didn't want to, since we don't want to run out of too many resources, since we're going a bit low on resources here, because we haven't, because of the pandemic, actually.
Oh, I see.
Because if you remember last time I was on, I told everybody about the pandemic of how it like lava rain and how the water keeps turning from lava to water back and forth.
To rocks.
Yeah, well. So when we got to so it's been hard for us to like go to other planets because we can't really go anywhere because we have the danger of it the world turning to lava.
I see.
So we need the technology to get lava-proof stuff, but since we can't go to the world that has lava-proof stuff, we have to wait until the pandemic is over.
I see. Wild but Sober says, imagine not being able to take a joke. So, I mean, here. What about our iPhone 12's lava proof? First, we'll get that.
No.
Okay, and so I'm guessing that Wild but Sober thinks that Will Smith should have been able to take a joke. Have you ever had someone make a joke at your behalf, on you, or kind of?
Let me think.
Have you ever had someone make a joke at your expense?
I don't think so. And if I have, then I must not remember.
10 out of 10 title. Okay. Well, I agree with Wild but Sober. I agree that Will Smith should have just been able to take a joke. Jada Pinkett Smith should have been able to take a joke. It's a joke.
But we're talking about somebody's wife.
I understand that, but you know what? Here was a good point that your space mom brought up is that Jada, all the things that Jada Pinkett Smith has done to Will Smith in regards to I don't know if you want to call it cheating or this alternate lifestyle, or at least publicly sort of embarrassing him. Nothing was ever done to her. There was no disrespect ever shown to her. So whoever that guy that she had an entanglement with was never disrespecting her. He was just dicking her down real proper, and that's not disrespect if she's in it to win it. So I'm not hating on that. It is a good point though that no one's disrespecting Mrs. Smith, because and Chris Rock was publicly making a joke at her expense, and he's also made jokes about her in the past on the Oscars. So maybe this is it. Maybe Will Smith just had it. He's had it. He's not gonna take it anymore. Baby Yoda, is there anything that you want to be to tell us before you depart back to space?
I don't have anything to tell someone, but someone might have a question for me.
Has anybody got a question for Baby Yoda? Any more questions for Baby Yoda before he leaves? We'll give you a sec. Props to him for continuing. I agree, Wild But Sober. I mean, Chris Rock took that on the chin like a champ. And he just went with it. He's just like, wow. Baby Yoda, what are you having for dinner?
Well, I never really know what we're gonna eat for dinner, but we had space pizza for breakfast today. I ate space pizza for breakfast.
Okay, you ate pizza for breakfast. That's good. I like it. I like it. All right, so here's a joke. Robbie wants to tell a joke before you leave. So
Okay.
there can be 100 men in the room when you make a joke. 99 of them won't slap you, but one will.
Oh, I get it now.
All right, everybody, give Baby Yoda a round of applause. Thank you, Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, everybody. Baby Yoda in the hizzy. Yes. But one will. Come on. All right. Oh, thank you, Mighty. Thank you. That wasn't necessary. We just had Baby Yoda in here. So okay. So we're gonna switch gears into a sadder subject. This was a very funny subject to me, although I don't condone violence, and I don't think violence is funny unless it's slapstick comedy. So something happened over the weekend, and we lost an amazing artist that, I'm not the biggest Foo Fighters fan by any means, but I do respect Taylor Hawkins, who I really think, I mean, he was a good drummer. He could sing his ass off, and I think he was a really light spirit for people. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that. Oh shit, Sergi. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a Facebook message from a potential guest who is who is actually I think he's a Ukrainian musician. Yes, he is a Ukrainian musician. And yes, he was Alanis's. And if you guys haven't seen Alanis Morissette's documentary, you should. It's very good. And he's in it. So, of course, Taylor Hawkins died on Friday. They haven't really announced what the cause of death is yet, but they have found several drugs in his system. So we will. Oh, awesome! So Sergey is down to come on. That is awesome. I'm very happy for that. Let's chat over WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp. Here, let me respond to him. They have announced it. Oh, they did announce it. Well, let's go look at it. So hold on. I'm gonna respond to dude. Okay, just responding to this. Okay, I'm going to shut that down so it doesn't distract us anymore. Okay, so let's go and find what Robbie is talking about, because he said that they announced what it is, and I've been paying pretty close attention to this all weekend, trying to figure out what's going on. Let me see here. I put one more joke in your general Discord. Well, let's go check out that joke first. I just typed general and I didn't write Discord at all. I just put general. General Discord. The Guardian News, Chris Rock, Will Smith video has accumulated almost 44 million views in under 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I watched it like 20 times already. It's just incredible. It's just freaking incredible. I just the funniest thing in the world. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is kind of a joke that Jason made too earlier. So here's what Robbie put in here. I got into one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You can't slap Chris Rock because your wife has no hair." That's what I'm saying. Fuck, bro. Come on. I've been posting memes in my shit all day in my Instagram. Yeah, I heard it was an OD as well. Yeah, that's what it's looking like because I found this right before I came on here. Although Hawkins' cause of death has not been confirmed, Attorney General's Office of Columbia reported update following the toxicology. So there is an update. So let's go and find the update then. Let's see. So he had 10 heart weight double than the man his age. Oh my God. Taylor Hawkins heart weight double of what the fuck? Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins found dead. Forensics say autopsy revealed a heart weight at least 600 grams, double the average size. Investigators concluded Hawkins suffered cardiovascular collapse after binging on cocktail of drugs. Foo Fighters just completed a host of... Okay, so this is the UK. This is the Daily Mail. And, well, maybe that's just a toxicology report coming back. Taylor Hawkins' heart weighed double of that of a man his age. As an autopsy finds, the Foo Fighters drummer suffered a cardiovascular collapse after being on a cocktail of drugs, including heroin, marijuana, opioids. Investigators have said. Forensic experts are said to have discovered it weighed at least 600 grams, double the average of 300 to 350 grams during an examination following his shock death at a luxury hotel in Colombian capital Bogota on Friday. Investigators have concluded the 50-year-old suffered cardiovascular collapse after binging on a cocktail of drugs. Respected Colombian news magazine Semana reported. It is also said authorities had confirmed the Foo Fighter drummer had overdosed on a heroin mixture of antidepressants, benzos, which are psychoactive drugs known as benzos. Benzos are hard, man. This is so sad. This is so sad, man. I hate it. I hate it when fucking drugs takes another one. So shitty. In a statement, it is also revealed marijuana and antidepressants had been detected. Well-known Colombian journalist Luis Carlos Vélez, the Bogota-based director of radio station FM, said earlier today that a police officer who entered Hawkins' room at the Four Seasons Hotel Casa Medina had told prosecutors he saw a cocaine-like powder. However, the AGO did not mention cocaine in his post-autopsy statement. Concerns about the drummer's health first arose on Friday night when he began complaining about chest pains prior to the band's headline performance at the Estero Picnic Festival in Bogota. His conditions subsequently deteriorated, and efforts to revive him by a private doctor and city emergency responders failed. In its statement, released on Saturday, Colombia's AGO said Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins was found dead in the hotel room. Okay, after concluding the initial forensic examination of the body, the AGO would like to communicate the following. Preliminary results of urine toxicology tests indicate presence of 10 different substances: THX, tricyclic depression, Jesus, benzodiazepines, and opioids, among others. The National Institute of Forensic Medicine continues to conduct necessary medical studies to ascertain the cause of death. The AGO will continue to investigate and will duly inform the findings of the forensic examinations in due time. Is that his family? Oh, Taylor Hawkins left daughter Annabelle Hawkins and wife Allison. Oh, that is so fucking sad. That is so sad. I didn't know he even had a family. He's a daughter. I'm sorry, guys. This is sad now. We're going into sad town, but here we are. This is life. God damn, man. That sucks. Is this the hotel room or... Colombian newspaper El Tiempo said the confidential report had been informed about pointed to hallucinogens, mind-altering drugs that can include LSD, found inside the hotel room. You better not start blaming her. Hallucinogens. Members of the Technical Investigation Corps removed a lifeless body of the drummer of the rock band Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, at the Casa Medina. Yeah, and they had the sheets up to maintain privacy. And I don't want to see that anyways. Hawkins, a father of 3, oh my God, suffered a heroin overdose in London in 2001 that left him in a coma. Do you guys see that? Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can read this shit. It left him in a cum. Come on, Daily Wire. Get the fuck. Around a week. In an interview last year, he admitted everyone has their own path, and I took it too far. I was partying in London one night, and I mistakenly did something, and it changed everything. I believe the bullshit myth of live hard and fast, die young. I'm not here to preach about not doing drugs because I love doing drugs, but I just got out of control for a while, and it almost got me. It follows the results of an initial autopsy in which the AGO said it found... Okay. The statement added, Colombia's General's Office can confirm the following, that the initial autopsy of the body... Okay. So, wow, his heart was enlarged, too. I wonder what drug causes your heart to enlarge? Well, that may be just... Yeah, no, it looks like... I read opioids and benzos. That's a killer combo. Yeah, benzos and anything else. You just can't mix benzos. The worst part is like half of the drugs he had in his system were probably prescribed. Yeah, right. Foo is one of my favorite bands. This hits me hard. Yeah, I saw that post you posted, Robbie, about you going. Yeah, I watched that video. It was from... Yeah, Coke does, and I think H might too. Makes the heart larger. Drugs that enlarge the heart. Antiarrhythmics. Oh, these are heart medication. Illegal drug or cocaine. Yeah, but they said that it wasn't in the system, right? Or they didn't find it. They just found it in his room. But he could have been doing it, a couple days ago, and it might have been out of his system because cocaine and like heroin and those kind of narcotics, they leave the system quite quickly. So yeah, I mean, he could have just been doing... See, I mean, that's the bad thing too. He was 50 years old, and in 2001, he had an overdose, and so I can't imagine being, I mean, that's 20 some years ago. Like he's been, and he started when he was a teenager. He started when he was young. And so I can't imagine being high on drugs, especially those kind of drugs, for so long. Your body can only take so much. And I saw Sammy Side Effects posted a really good interpretation of it on his TikTok, where he was saying, and that's where, I'm sort of drawing from. And it makes sense to me because me and Sammy were both, ex-drug addicts. And we, he's doing cocaine, he's doing heroin, he's doing benzos. That's like an elevator ride for your heart and for your nervous system. So it's to do that for years and years and years, to do that. I mean, my God, 2001. It's been over 20 years, and he's been doing it since probably early 90s or even the 80s. Like he's probably been fucked up for a long time. So it just always boggles the mind to me is like how people just stay on drugs for so long. I mean, you look at people like Jerry fucking Garcia. I mean, that dude, Jesus Christ, that dude died from he was trying to quit heroin, but I mean, Bradley Knoll quit heroin and then thought he could go right back to his dosage and overdose. Yeah, and look at Ozzy fucking Osbourne or Keith Richards, right? Keith Richards or Ozzy. They fucking, yeah, he's sober now. Keith Richards isn't. Keith Richards smokes fucking like 20 packs a day and fucking drinks red wine all the time. So like that dude is still doing his thing, It's bad. I think the enlarged heart is more of a long-term effect. Probably, yeah, you're probably right, Morby. And it might be years of use that had effect. Yeah, exactly. Man, I hope I'll stay. Listen, Morby, you don't have to hope. You'll be fine. Just don't do it. Take it from me. Or take it from Taylor. Don't do drugs. Don't go past the natural herb stuff. It can be argued that opiates and cocaine are derivatives of natural things, but it's been perverted, it's been molested, if you will, by laboratories and other chemical reactions and stuff. Coke's natural, bro. Yeah, that's what you would hear out of like some fucking asshole fucking college dude, right? Like some fucking frat boy. He's just like, bruh, cocaine's natural, bruh. Don't even tell me about it. It comes from a leaf. You ever heard that cocoa leaf? Bruh. It's fire. Fucking fire. I also read somewhere that even if he was used to doing that many drugs, just doing them in different places can cause OD. Altitude. Yes. You're right. You're right, man. Getting fucked up in the Rockies. I definitely could tell a difference. I mean, you're like I remember climbing up this hill. It was fucking Red Rocks, and then we went to the campground after that. And I remember walking up the hill. I'm fucked up, and I just remember being so fucked up. I remember like I was on all these different drugs, and I was drunk, of course. And like I just remember being like, I am really fucked up and I can't breathe really well, so you're not getting the same amount of oxygen, I guess, as that you would be used to. So maybe that plays a part. Mixing drugs with benzos. It's like the worst thing you could ever do. Danger of mixing benzos and opiates. Oh, God. So like benzos, if you guys don't know, are things like Klonopin, Xanax, Valium. These are benzos, and they are a dangerous mix. If I could just, press anything, it's like, just don't mix these drugs ever, please, Yeah, so it's a prescription medication that classifies as benzodiazepine tranquilizer used to treat anxiety or panic disorder. The National Alliance of Mental Illness states that clonazepam is also used to treat seizure disorders. Jesus. As benzodiazepine, God, tranquilizer, it affects the central nervous system, in particular the gamma and I don't know how to say that, receptors in the brain. These receptors inhibit and reduce activity in the nerve cells of the brain, ultimately make them resistant to excitement. As documented by National Institutes of Health, drugs in this classification are among the most widely prescribed group of medications, with more than 112 million prescriptions being given for them in 2007 alone, in which I bet that number has gone up. I bet it went way up, especially in the last couple of years. Xanax is the brand name of Now, Xanax is the devil. Xanax is the devil. I mean, like, here's why I know that you can't mix these drugs, because I've mixed these drugs a lot. And I'm not saying I live to tell the story, but I am saying that anytime I tried mixing benzos with drinking or any other drug, it was always a disaster. I was blacked out. I was fucking, it's not cool. Like the first time I ever OD'd on heroin was because I was mixing it with alcohol. And I know that's not a benzo, but opiates and alcohol are dangerous fucking combination. So, if you're doing drugs out there, just be careful, guys. Like keep it safe, but don't do them. I suggest you stop. I don't want people to do them, but if you do them, that's your choice. That's your freedom to do it. But just be careful. Just be careful. Don't share needles. Wait, in my study city, in my hometown, the weed hits different. I just checked. I got like 100 feet in altitude difference between those places. That's why. Hey, oh no, it's 600. Oh no, it's 650 feet. Oh, why I only do marijuana at this point in my life. Yo, for real. It's like, and I'm not even smoking weed right now. I've been off of the weeds. I've been off the weeds for like a month and a half. And it's actually not bad. I'm not hacking up a lung all the time. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm sleeping a little better. Yeah, sober Mike. But sober Mike is like, ugh. Like I can be so snappy. I don't like it. At least the thing about weed is that it at least helps balance out like the rest. Like my medication helps a lot. But like the weed just sort of helped balance out the rest of the problem. But it hasn't been bad. I have this lack of motivation, which I think it's because I'm working a lot. But I have had this lack of motivation to create. And the one thing about weed that's really great is that it definitely enhances your creative your creative motivations, I guess. So I have been lacking in that department, but I have been starting to play my guitar again, and I've been, getting back into just, getting that. It's like an addiction in itself. It's like something that you have to do every day is touch your instrument, and that has been lost on me for this last month and a half, and I which sucks. And the only time I've been playing instruments is on here. So let me smoke more so I can be creative and stuff. Which being creative doesn't. I mean, you don't have to be creative. You don't have to smoke weed to be creative. I'm just saying that it does help. Let me smoke more, baby. But I am coming to that point where I might start smoking again just because I'm locking in some work, and I quit because initially I quit because I needed to piss clean. I'm not sure if I have to piss clean for this new job. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I should probably look if Calvin, or I shouldn't say his name. Okay. Let me see. Check my emails. Okay, so nothing back yet. So they have to do a background check on me. And then I'll find out if I got the job for sure. As long as I don't find any violent or felonies or, anything like that, I should be okay, which I don't have violent felonies or drug charges. So I don't know. Benzos has always got me in trouble, mixing them, always blackout city, always just not good. Yeah, I am happy. I've been at the same place 12 years, so they don't test me. Yeah, that's dope. Also, I feel you can't test positive school teachers, staff for weed, or they wouldn't get anyone. Yo, and people, and they need teachers. I mean, this country needs teachers right now. I mean, my local, where my son attends school, they were put out a thing on Facebook saying, you don't need a degree now, just come in and help us. Because at first they were like, okay, we'll take somebody with a degree or whatever. And then it was like, oh, if you have an associate's. Oh, now it's just like, hey, you can have a high school diploma. Just get your ass in here and teach these fucking kids. And I don't know who's out there doing that. I mean, that is not my. That is not exactly what I want to do, and so I did not do it. But yeah, I agree with you, Robbie. That is exactly right. They wouldn't have. They wouldn't be able to get anybody if they were testing everybody. For one of the weed jobs, which I'm gonna probably turn down because, well, I have to turn down now because I got this other job, and a lot of I'll tell you why I turned down the weed job. For the most part, it was because my new job will be like literally a 2 minute walk, and gas right now at the Kroger nearby, it costs $4.19 a gallon. So I don't know, which is still way cheaper than what I think Morby is probably paying. I think we did the calculation, and Morby is paying about $8 a gallon. In what was it, like 2.50 a liter or something? 2 euros or something. €2 a liter. Something crazy. It was nuts. Yeah. So we did the calculations, and Morby, you guys are paying $8. And I live in the crappy Midwest, so I'm not paying those crazy prices, but still $4.19 a gallon is still a lot of money compared to, a couple years ago, I paid less than $1 a gallon sometimes. Less than $1 a gallon, one petrodollar. Yeah. Also, I feel you can't test. Oh yeah, hold on. For most of the positions they made them had an advanced degree to teach, but they let me just do it with a college degree. That's nice. In Maryland, the governor just took away the gas tax and dropped 30 to 60 cents a gallon, so we got under four again. That's dope. That's dope. That's what they want. That's what they should do in California. And so I think what they're proposing is sending everybody $400 gas cards. But are you going to send $400 gas cards to everybody? Like, and how long is that going to last? Like, like that's less than a month for people out west. When you're paying upwards near, $7, $8 a gallon for premium, that ain't going to get you that far. Whereas if they would have just cut the gas tax, maybe they could have had more of a long-term benefit for people saving a little money on their morning or, on their commutes. So, or the heating their house or cooling their house or whatever it is that they use, gas for. So, or oil for. So yeah, it's crazy out there. It's crazy, but talking about Taylor, and we won't dwell on this for too much longer, but it was a hard hit. He's not old. Taylor's not old. He's not young, but he's not an old man. And he looks like he's in relatively good shape. I bet he works out and shit. So, I mean, drumming is quite a workout in the first place. So, whatever. So yeah. So there's that. There's that. Here's the page 6 thing. Oh yeah, we already looked at that. So our next story, which I thought we could read together, I didn't really get a chance to go over it. It was just something I saw. I think these honorary electorate, these honorary degrees are kind of silly. But Taylor Swift to receive honorary NYU degree, gives speech and commencement ceremony. I don't know how big of a Taylor Swift fan you guys are. I'm not the hugest, but I do think that this is interesting. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Bill Cosby, he was given an honorary doctor's degree. And he used to go around calling himself Dr. Bill Cosby and made people call him Dr. Bill Cosby. It's like, listen, bitch, you're not a doctor. Okay? My dad used to be like, he's a doctor. I was like, no, I didn't. And that was before, obviously, all the controversy came out. If you guys aren't familiar with Bill Cosby, he is an American comedian. He broke a lot of ground in race relations here in the States. He did a lot of great work. He's a very funny comedian. I mean, I haven't listened to any of his records in a long time. I don't know if I really want to at this point, but he was pretty funny guy. The Cosby Show was pretty big. Didn't care too much about her. Then I saw some reels about her behaving like a badass. She got my absolute respect now. A lot of places give extra degrees to convince people to give commencement degrees. Yeah. My dad got an extra high school degree from my high school since he spoke there a few years later. Not sure that's very valuable though. No, I can see that. And also it probably gets attention and gets eyes on the school. And I imagine it probably helps with tuition and getting people to apply at certain colleges, So I could see that, and to get them to come and do a speech and accept this award or this, I'm sorry, not an award, but this fake degree. Yeah, so let's look into this Taylor Swift thing. I'm interested. Yeah, Taylor Swift. I think she's had some badass things in the past. I think, right? Oh yeah, Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer had a reaction. So here we go. Let's go over here. Okay. I didn't want to do ugly yawns. This is our Billboard. Taylor Swift to receive honorary NYU degree. NYU. Give speech at commencement ceremony. Swift will receive a Doctor of Fine Arts honoris causa degree at the May ceremony. So this is an upcoming thing, and she's going to do a commencement speech. So it would be interesting to follow this story and see how that speech went. Taylor Swift will receive an honorary degree from New York University and address graduates during the commencement ceremony in May, NYU announced on Monday. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm so yawny, guys. I didn't sleep very well. The superstar will receive a Doctor of Fine Arts and speak at NYU's morning commencement event on May 18th at Yankee Stadium. The degree will be her first since the former teen star was scoring hits and headlining tours by the time she graduated high school. The upcoming NYU commencement will honor the classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022 following the pandemic. Disability rights advocate Judith Judith Haleman Mayonnaise will also receive an honorary degree and address graduates. I cannot overstate how thrilled I am to be coming together in person with graduates, parents, faculty, and honorees for NYU's commencement. Since 2019, we have been deprived of commencement's festive communal joy, and its absence has been keenly felt. Keenly? It's been keenly felt, says NYU President Andrew Hamilton in a press release. Few groups of graduates are more deserving of a celebration than these classes. Their pursuit of their studies disrupted, isolated by daunting pandemic. These classes, 2022, 2021, and 2020, have distinguished themselves with their grit, grace, and forbearance. We reconvene at Yankee Stadium with a renewed sense of appreciation for the act of celebrating together in person, a recognition of our graduates' enormous achievements, and a respect for their character and perseverance. Well, that's very nice. Thank you, NYU guy. Before receiving the honorary degree in May, Swift will compete for Album of the Year at the Grammy ceremony on Sunday night, April 3rd. Evermore is up for the top prize after Swift's Folklore became her third career album and year winner last year. I wonder if Taylor... So you said Taylor had a badass streak? Yeah, Taylor Smith... Taylor Smith, Jesus Christ. Taylor Swift is not... people shit on her, but I think it's just because she's young, she's pretty, she writes her own music. I mean, I gotta give it up to her. She does write a lot of her own songs, but I could be wrong on that. Production is another thing. But let's see, Taylor 10 iconic Taylor Swift moments. Let's see how iconic they are.
This musician definitely knows how to shake it off. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Taylor Swift pop culture moments.
Rice pudding.
Ew.
Yield signs.
Ew.
Airplane mode.
Ew.
Ew.
Before we begin, we publish new content to
Shut
Kudrow. When Taylor Swift is on tour, she has a tendency to surprise her audiences with musical guests. The last show of her 1989 World Tour took place at the Los Angeles Staples Center, and both Justin Timberlake and Selena Gomez made appearances.
That's kind of fun.
Though both duets were incredible, arguably the most memorable moment from the event was when Lisa Kudrow appeared on stage to teach Taylor Swift how to sing her iconic tune from Friends, Smelly Cat, while acting in character as Phoebe Buffay. Is there anything more adorbs than this?
That's funny.
Number 9. Answering Vogue's 73 questions. In April of 2016, Swift opened up her Beverly Hills home and became the latest celebrity to participate in Vogue's popular 73 Questions series.
Alright, I'm not that interested in this. I thought she was going more badass. Where's the badass at, Morby? I don't see badass here. I just see wholesome Taylor Swift again. How about this? How about we watch this? Now this is entertainment.
Yo, Taylor.
Look at him go.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
It was one of the most cringeworthy.
Look at her face. Look at her face, though. That shit was funny. Hold on, we'll go back. We gotta look at her face because that shit is hilarious.
It was one of the most.
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
It was one of the most.
Look at her face. She's like, what are you doing, Kanye? What are you doing? Beyonce cried and Pink chewed out Kanye West after he interrupted. You know what? Shut up, Pink. Shut up, Pink.
Cringeworthy moments in
I agree, though.
history.
Look at, he's like, what? I don't give a fuck. Look at her. She's like, I mean, he's right, though.
And 10 years later, we're finally finding out what the hell happened.
Bam.
On Wednesday,
Bam.
Billboard published an article documenting what went
Bam.
down after that unforgettably iconic interruption at the 2009 MTV VMAs.
Making sure that you all are entertained.
Here's what went down.
Weirdo.
Basically, Kanye West crashed Taylor Swift's Best Female Video Award acceptance speech to say Beyonce should have won.
These are things that make me break out in a full body sweat.
But several insiders reveal that though the moment shocked everyone in the room, it was Pink who went up to Ye to tell him off personally.
Yeah, where's Pink now?
There's so many people that are being made to feel lesser than.
She looks like she has pill eyes.
It's not right.
Former senior correspondent for MTV News, James Montgomery, recalls, quote, Pink walked up to him and got in his face. I wasn't close enough to hear the conversation, but she was pointing in his face and nodding her head back and forth and giving him her 2 cents about how up this was, and then stormed off. Adding that Kanye wasn't pleased about his dismissal from the award show. Quote, Kanye was very upset about this, and he was kind of shocked that he was being asked to leave. Taylor.
Damn, so Kanye West has to leave, but Will Smith can smack the fuck out of somebody and still accept an award? Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Now it's now I just want to see like Kanye West fucking Kanye West. Let's see this. Hold on. His idiotic moment compilation.
Order of this
this country. There are literally families being torn apart as a result of what this president is doing. And I think that, we can't.
But Oscars needed, but the Oscars needed to have his redemption moment. Yeah, that's true. You gotta get those ratings. Because after that, people were probably calling their like loved ones, texting, tweeting, all that. They're like, what the fuck? And then so I bet there was a huge surge like after the slap heard around the world went down. Now we're just gonna watch Kanye be berated by other people or whatever, act weird. Yeah, we're back on Kanye. I knew this. I didn't know this was happening, but it all roads lead back to Kanye West.
Torn apart at the border of this country. There are literally families being torn apart as a result of what this president is doing, and I think that we cannot forget that, whether we like his personality or not, his actions are really what matter. I mean, you so famously and so powerfully said George Bush doesn't care about black people. It makes me wonder what makes you think that Donald Trump does, or any people at all. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back and Kanye West.
What? How are you going to take a break?
Kanye West smashes his head into a street sign really, really hard.
Oh! Kanye. Oh, Kanye, you okay?
Sounds like Kay's got a new hit. That's...
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
There we go. I like this. This is very funny.
I just told you. That's who I think I am.
You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have our right to independent thought. One of the big things that, I took away from Kanye West and the whole MAGA situation was that, there's this certain dialogue where people of color, Mexicans, African Americans, anybody of color Muslims, anybody who is of color has to follow this narrative. They have to stay in their lane, and they're not allowed to step out of line, or they're considered crazy, or they're considered, self-hating, or a detriment to their community. And that sort of thinking has sort of led us to where we're at now, where we're in, several conflicts, wars, Yemen's a disaster. I mean, Afghanistan was a disaster. Like all the things that lead us to vote the way we do, or even having a certain state of mind, right? Like you cannot think outside of the group think, or else you're ostracized, right? And that's when we were talking about Denzel Washington earlier, on how he was saying that, we got to start at home, where the fathers need to be a part of the house. And he's not wrong, right? Because the data backs it up, but it's still, a very controversial thing to say, that he is, and he's also a African-American Hollywood star, and to step out of line like that gets a lot of people in trouble. And so Kanye took a lot of the brunt of this force when he was just expressing how he feels. And maybe this was just part of when he was releasing an album, and this is his whole master plan marketing scheme. But still, it is a statement on how people tend to sit in a group think, and they trap themselves in it, and to step out of it, societal pressures come down on you. So on one hand, I don't agree. I'm not the biggest Trump fan, of course, but I can see where he's going, and I can see what he's saying, in this statement, even though he said we were both dragon energy, whatever the fuck that means. He is my brother. I mean, that's hard to get by. But exactly, we have the right to independent thought. Kanye West, I wish we had a better shot of him hitting his head. That's true. They missed the money shot. They did. Let's see if we can find one. I don't think it...
Vic, come on.
No, we missed it.
Kanye. Oh, Kanye, you.
There's no pictures of it though.
Photo, man. Don't take another fucking photo, man.
I just got here, homie.
Don't take no photos.
Okay.
Stop it.
Brother,
All of you motherfuckers, stop it, man.
I just got here, brother. I just got here.
Leave the man alone, man.
Kanye, I just got here.
Leave the fucking man.
Kanye, I just got here. Predatory fucking dragon energy. Yes, Robbie. Yes. Get at it, son. All right, let's get back to Kanye's dragon energy. Oh, come on.
Is doing, and I care about black people at all.
Smashes his head. Sounds.
Come on, bro. You're gonna really play Zeppelin right now? Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. The real Donald Trump says. All right, let's just let this play. Make America Great Again. My MAGA hat is signed. God damn it, Kanye. But again, even my own stigma that I'm putting on Kanye is a result of being sort of programmed in this sense where I have to follow party lines. I have to follow group think. I have to follow, like I'm part Mexican. So, he said Mexicans are rapists, even though that was taken out of context. He did say those things and they were awful. But that was taken out of context, what he said. But still, drawing those conclusions, bringing that kind of rhetoric into the fold of American political conversations, I think is what was a detriment to race relations and such. So, I mean, it really did. He was really a divisive feller, is what I'm saying. He was very divisive, and I don't think Donald Trump was a good thing for the country at all. As much as people want to say he was, we obviously we didn't start new wars, and we didn't. He didn't really end wars either, but, he didn't start new wars. The economy was better, kind of, it was still not right from the first, from 2008's financial collapse. That still wasn't fixed. It was still, we were still heading towards that bubble, that bursting bubble type thing is what economists say. I'm not an economist. I'm just this chubby guy in Ohio, but still. It wasn't the most solid ground, but it was still a better time and more prosperity. And I believe that more black people accumulated more wealth in the Trump era more than any other president. So, and when you look at how many people of color came back to vote for him, the numbers were really high as well. So it's just very interesting. Very interesting, but I still think he was very divisive. He was a fucking liar, constantly lying. And I think his behavior is not presidential, but I don't think our current president's behavior is presidential. I think he's fucking a half-wit baked potato. So whatever. He's also a career fucking criminal politician. I think he was awful, but I am disappointed that more hasn't been done in the last 2 years to try to bridge these sides. I hope more is done in the next 2 years. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. And I agree with that. Like, this current administration has made a big division as well. They keep that. Again, this all goes back to divide and conquer, right? It's like keep them divided. I don't think that Trump was, necessarily trying to divide people. I think it's just his rhetoric and the way he spoke and his off-the-cuff ramblings. I think that's the best way to describe it, is his off-the-cuff ramblings. I think that was a detriment. But when you start picking sides like this administration has, and you start blatantly doing things that the other side is going to look at and be like, why are you doing that? Why are you still going on and, going on with this? He was supposed to be the president to bring people together. He was supposed to be that, Biden was supposed to be the bridge the gap. But so far, he's done nothing but push people apart with with his rhetoric, with how his administration speaks, and how much they lie, and now how much that they rely on, or I don't know if they rely on or pay, or if they're just rely on the mainstream media to keep them afloat because of all the ridiculous shit that's going on. So I don't know. I definitely not a fan of Trump, but I definitely think that the 4 years that he was in office, he wasn't really given a fair shot, and I use that word lightly, because there was a collective choice to work against him by the media, by social media, by Democrats or left-leaning people. There was a concerted effort, which was all written about in that Times article, where they were actually talking about how they all collaborated to get him out of office. So, in any case, who's better? I don't know. I know Donald Trump was not the answer. He's definitely not the answer. But I don't think Joe Biden's the answer either. I definitely don't think Joe Biden's the answer. And now, are things better? Are things better 2 years into this? Are things better when you look outside? Are race relations better? Is our economy better? Is world peace better? What's better about what we've fucking voted in here in America? What has he built back better? Has he really? Because it seems like the world's fucking on fire even more so. So, I don't know. Man, I got the R. Kelly, do you have your passport stuck in my head? At least we got no open Putin sympathizants. I know that there was some controversy about that as well, right? Is he a Putin sympathizer? I don't know. I know that he said that he respected his. What did he say? He respected his intelligence. But I could say that too. I mean, I can respect his intelligence. He's not an idiot, right? Like Putin's not an idiot. He's actually a pretty smart guy. He was, but I don't respect or condone what he's doing. I think he's a fucking terrible human being. But can I say that he's intelligent? I think it's okay to say he's probably an intelligent guy. But I think what he's doing is awful, and I think he's a monster, and I don't think he should be in power. And that's one thing that I kind of agree with Biden. But I also see, he is a smart man. Yeah, so that's what he said essentially. But then I think afterwards he said, I mean, we can look at that video, but I don't want to look at Trump's face. I hate that I went to the same school as Trump and his daughter. Why? Who cares? I mean, you got a good education, Robbie? You mad that you got a good education? But hey, she seems so stuck up to. Well, they were beyond wealthy. I'm sure that she just operated in a different. They operate on a different wavelength, and honestly, Robbie, you've probably had more experience in that world than me. I have very little experience with people of wealth. I've been in nice places. I've been around people who are very wealthy. I've hung out and partied with super rich people before. That happens when you're in the music industry. Musicians and art tends to draw, successful people. Wharton used to be celebrated. I am mad that he tarnished it. Yeah. Well, I mean, how many awesome people came out of there though? Well, I mean, not in just politics, but on that side of the fence, as in like wealth and stuff. I'm not saying that your family's rich or you're rich or anything like that. I'm not trying to comment on anything of that, but I'm saying that you probably had more experience in that realm going to a school like that. You've dealt in that realm of wealth and social status. Did I ever tell you I was Newt Gingrich's webmaster? No. Well, there you go. There you go, Robbie. So there you go. You've had way more experience with that than me. So that's really cool, honestly. Why'd you stop? In any case, I'm not saying I don't want to agree with Trump too much here because I don't want to be some sort of Trump sympathizer. But I do recognize, if you take an objective look at it, that he was demonized from the time he was on, and probably rightfully so. But then it was taken to the next step to where, there's just blatant lies. It's just coming out now that the whole Russia collusion shit that they were saying that he was a Russian puppet, that's all coming out now that generated from the Clinton campaign. She did the same thing to Tulsi Gabbard. She said that she was, what did she say? She was a Russian troll too or something. Like any time that she sees a threat or the Clinton campaign sees a threat against them, here it comes. Is Russia, Russia, Russia. So, it's all coming out now, well after the fact. I liked Obama, but it was the job. It was hard consistently photoshopping and taking shots of Obama. Oh, that sounds like fun. I got my current job and jumped ship. Ah, I see. Well, that's kind of fun, though. I like Obama, but it was the job. Yeah, I can understand. It might have been, was it just too much to deal with? Too much Obama in your life? Robbie, are you saying that you're racist and you hate Obama? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, Robbie. Please, I'm sorry. Don't leave me. But taking private jets around the country, talking to people about politics, especially someone who was in it for 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. You definitely had a taste. A nice taste. And plus, your father, right? Your father is high up there. Your father's in the deep state. It was an interesting life. Well, hey, that's awesome, man. You can't go wrong with that. God, Kanye. We're still here with Kanye. Anyways, yeah. I don't know how smart Putin is, but he's obviously been able to maintain power in a very, in a superpower country. I guess that's what, he's been able to maintain power. He's very, like when you see him in interviews, you even see him, he's very well spoken. He speaks very precisely. He's very precise with his words. So I think that he's not wrong to say he's an intelligent human being, but it doesn't mean that he's not a fucking piece of shit. And just because someone is smart and intelligent doesn't make them a good person. But to recognize that they're smart, I don't think makes you a bad person. To be like, well, Billy's smart, but he fucking, he likes to beat animals. So, fucking piece of shit, there's been plenty of serial killers who was very high in intelligence, So, yeah, I think you could say someone's smart without being a sympathizer to their cause or just, blowing them, fondling their balls. It's funny. I got Newt's job from Craig's. Shut up. But most thought I got it from my dad's connections. That's funny. I just assumed you got it from your dad's connections. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be assuming. Quite the job out of college for sure. Yeah. Thought Newt was very smart, but he makes outrageous statements to get attention. Yeah. Well, there's that too, right? But that's part of the plan. And that's kind of draws us back to Kanye West, who does stupid things, but he also knows how to motivate people to buy his shit, right? he also knows how to motivate folks to get on board with whatever he's selling. And so whatever this did, I don't know what this did for his career. It couldn't have helped. But, during this time, him and Kim Kardashian were working on getting prisoners out of prison, right? So they were working with Trump to get people who didn't deserve to be in prison out of prison. So I don't know. Maybe that's a bit. And you got to also think that people who are rich, people who have money, they vote with their wallet. So even though that there was a lot of Republicans that didn't agree with Trump's attitude and stuff, a lot of people saw it as their best interest to sort of, oh, damn it. Okay, so Mighty, I'll do Sad Boy Summer because that works. That works. So Newt's books sold well after he said crazy shit on Fox News, so it definitely works. Yes, exactly. I mean, you're placating and you're manipulating. I mean, this is what people do in the media all the time. It's how they get people to. I mean, like commercials and shit. This is how they get you to buy shit. This is like you get life insurance because it shows images of a dad and their son, over generations, and and then the dad's older and there's grandkids, and here I am crying like, we need life insurance. So okay. Let's watch a little bit more on Kanye, and then I'll do Sad Boy Summer to sort of close it up. We'll wrap it up in a nice little bow here. I'm gonna go eat deep dish pizza and probably take a nap, and then I have to wake up early and go and clean up after the homeless, because now I'm sort of in my in between jobs. Before this other job, I'm going to be scrubbing. I'm the janitor now at the homeless shelter. And then on the weekends, I do other stuff. Oh, Mighty, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, you can't even see the alert. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. Hold on. Did I do this yet? There you go. All right. Let's see. My wife just called me and she wanted me to make this clear to everyone. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree 100% with anyone but myself. God, he's such an asshole. Oh my God. Let's see these tweets. Kanye will never run in the race of popular opinion, and we know that, and that's why I love him and respect him. And in a few years, when someone else says the same exact thing, but they aren't labeled the way he is, you will all praise them. Kanye is years ahead of his time. Thank you, Mighty. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kim. Hold on. What is this? Kanye shoes not overpriced at all. Yeezy's Boost Moonrock. Jesus. Look at these are terrible looking. I'm sorry, but these Yeezys are not good at all. Look at this. $1,000, $680, $88, $1,364. No, I'm not buying those ever. Got a question. I know you said you're switching time soon. I know this month out, but will you be doing your Sunday show on April 24th? If so, I can join you. My fam is out of town. Let me see. Let me switch over here real quick. Let me see what's up. I think so, Robbie. I think that will be a date that is open. Yes. Oh, and you know what? And it says here that it's WSEG's 5th birthday, which it's not the 5th birthday. It's the 5th birthday since I've had this email, I guess, which I don't count that as a birthday. But yeah, we can definitely do that. Would you be able to do it in the evening time, around 4 or 5? Yeah, well, let's talk. Well, I'll send you my schedule and see if it works, because I updated my schedule, so now it's sort of up and at 'em. So we'll talk. Okay, sweet. Yeah, let's do it. You totally, Robbie. Let's do that shit. I'll send you my new link, and you can book it off. I will put you in for 4. We can talk offline. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I think it's either 4 or 5. I can't remember which one it is, but we can make it 4. The thing is, I get off work at 2:30, and I don't know if I necessarily will even be working that day. It's just that my schedule is going to be a little bit weird until it gets leveled out. So I might not even have to work that day, so we might be able to push it up. So maybe on days that I'm not, yeah, we'll talk. Okay. All roads lead back to Kanye West. That's Denzel. Oh God, oh my God, I sampled this before. Now this is crazy shit right here. I can block out 47, find some time around that. Okay, cool, Robbie. We'll get at it. This dude, they took him on a stretcher after this. This is Sacramento. Look, he just stopped singing. He's like, I don't even care anymore. His band's probably like, okay, Kanye. Oh, you guys can't see it.
I got me back today. I don't have no fucking voice. I can't do the show. Turn the lights on. I got to yell at me fun. I don't have a fucking voice. I can't do the fucking show. Move the stage.
She's hovering above people. Like above folks over here.
I'm sorry. We'll catch up on another time. I can't let you have a show where I can't perform the show.
Come on, get to the good stuff.
I'm very sorry. I love you. I promise to do better next time.
He just ends the show like, I ain't doing it, bitch. Nay, Buddha! We're like, bye.
Machine, I'm a robot. You cannot offend a robot.
No, but there is parts where he's in there. He goes, ah! He screams out crazy, man. That was a crazy. I remember him freaking out like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, I'm so focused. There's nothing anyone can say or do to me to stop the music, the product that I'm gonna put out. And at the end of the day, the talent will overcome any.
There should be a board of directors that goes through your tweets. Like when you have an idea, you should give them to Kim and a bunch of people, and they go, okay, you can tweet that, or no, you cannot tweet that. Do you think you should have a board of directors?
Absolutely not.
No.
Right.
Everything you tweet, you think, have you regretted anything that you've tweeted?
Nope.
Nothing. Never. You don't go, maybe I should have thought about that a little longer?
What's the point of thinking?
That you wanted Mark Zuckerberg to give you $53 million. In hindsight, should that have gone on Facebook?
Yes. I
Yes.
should have put it on Facebook. Now I understand why he didn't hit me back.
Yeah.
I understand that Zuckerberg doesn't use Twitter.
Yeah.
Even though I have had dinner with him and his wife and told him about how I wanted to help the world, and he said he'd help me, and then blah, blah, blah. And like, that's how it feels though. You know, it's like the pursuit of happiness. Like, it's like you're trying to sell this bone density machine or something, you know?
Right. Bob Dylan opened for him. Bob Dylan opened for Kanye at that Sacramento show? Or are you just in general? What's the point of thinking? I get what he's saying, okay? I get what he's saying. What's the point of thinking? But because sometimes you got to sort of get past yourself, because you can be your own biggest enemy, and you can stand in your own way. So there's sometimes where you have to make split decisions without overthinking it. And maybe he should have said, what's the point of overthinking? You know, because that's what I get from it. But then again, it's like, what's the point of thinking? It's also, I'm really crazy. Oh, at the show you went to? Oh, that's dope. Lil Wayne and 9 Inch Nails. Oh, damn. What was it, like a festival? That's dope. I inspire to be this. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry. Be happy.
In that movie, I feel that if I had more resources, I could help more people. I have ideas that can make the human race existence within our 100 years better. Period. The paparazzi, whatever perception you have of me, starting with the truth, starting with what everyone's thinking, start there, put some dope with it.
That's so funny. He's just like, we'll just do what people are thinking and put some dope shit with it. Problem solved. I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye has a little P. He might have a little P.
Hands in the air right now. Put your hands in the air right now.
Things that
The internet.
Things that get you in trouble with your spouse.
The internet.
The new rock and roll. We culture. Rap is the new rock and roll. We the rock stars.
It's been like that now for a minute.
It's been like that for a minute, Hedy Stamane.
Oh, God, that's so funny. That day I saw Bob Dylan, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Deadmau5, Taking Back Sunday, STP, Paramore, and Nine Inch Nails. That is a dope day of music. Just put some dope shit with it, Robbie. Now do it and put some dope shit with it. All right.